So I'm doing an open house today and someone asked me who sets the price of a home. Well, good question. Who really sets the price of a home here in Chicago? Is it the seller who's emotionally attached, the realtor with the market data, the buyer with the checkbook, or the appraiser with their clipboard? The truth is, it's a little bit of everyone and none of them at the same time. Let's break it down Chicago style. First, the seller. The sellers often think that they set the price because it's their home. Maybe it's a 2-flat in Logan Square that's been in the family for generations, or a condo in the South Loop with a killer view. But here's the reality. Just because you want $600,000 doesn't mean the buyers are lined up like Cubs fans outside Wrigley Field on opening day. In Chicago, buyers have plenty of choices, from single-family homes in Portage Park to luxury condos on Lakeshore Drive. If your home is priced too high, they'll move on to the next one faster than a driver dodging potholes on the Kennedy Expressway. Now let's talk about the realtor, me. Realtors don't set the price either. What we do is analyze the Chicago market. We look at comps in your neighborhood, what's selling in Pilsen, what's trending in Humboldt Park, what 3 bedrooms are going for in Avondale. We know which areas are hot and which ones are sitting. Think of me like your CTA train tracker. I can tell you when the market train is coming, in which direction it's going, and if it's delayed, but I can't drive it for you. You can ignore the data, but then you might be waiting on the wrong platform. Then we've got the buyers. In Chicago, buyers are sharp. They've probably toured half a dozen homes in Bucktown before even stepping into yours. And if they don't agree with your number, they'll keep moving, because in this city, there's always another open house down the block with free coffee and cookies. But if your home is priced right, that's when buyers are gonna jump in and sometimes even get multiple offers, like the bidding wars we saw recently. Now we have the appraiser. Appraisers in Chicago don't care about your personal story or your emotional value. They're looking at square footage, recent sales, and neighborhood values. They'll compare your place in Brownsville to other Brownsville homes, not what's happening over in Lincoln Park. If your buyer offers way over asking price, the appraiser can bring that value back down to earth. And when the bank is involved, their number is the one that counts. It's like a referee at a Bulls game. You may not always like the call, but it decides the play. So who really sets the price of Chicago homes? The market. Supply and demand shifts by season, by neighborhood, even by street. A bungalow in Beverly might sell differently than a bungalow in Portage Park, even if they look almost the same. In a seller's market, just like we saw not too long ago, homes can go above asking price. In a buyer's market, you may have to lower your price or offer incentives. And in a balanced market, prices hover around what's fair. It's like a Chicago pizza debate. Some swear by the deep dish, others by tavern style thin crust. But at the end of the day, it's the people eating it who decide what it's worth paying for. So here's the deal. The seller chooses the asking price, the realtor advises with market data, the buyer makes the offer, the appraiser double checks for the bank. But the Chicago market decides what your home is actually worth. If you want your property to sell fast and for top dollar, don't just price it based on what you wish. Price it based on what the Chicago market is saying. If this information helped clear things up, or at least gave you a little chuckle, hit that like button and subscribe for more real estate tips. And drop a comment below. What Chicago neighborhood do you think is the hottest one right now? I'd love to hear your thoughts.